And welcome to the end of the final stage of this year's Rally Poland, the 76th running of it. It's stage 15. We've had just over 200 kilometres of competitive action by the time they get to here. Alexei Lukyanuk leads his category and the rally outright. In ERC2, it's Juan Carlos Alonso who is clear. They're just in that final, penultimate stage at the minute, as are our ERC3 drivers incorporating the juniors at the minute. Ken Torn is out in front in that one. But we are here, we're ready. There's a lot of journalists, there's a lot of spectators down here. The Polish fans and the Polish teams waiting to see. Remember, we are in Poland, so there's Polish championship points up for grabs for the likes of Tomasz Kasperczak and Miko Marcek. So plenty of interest down there with them. The zero car is still to come. The double zero car has come through. That is one of those Dakar minis. It's absolutely massive. But leading the rally, as I said, Alexei Lukyanuk is first overall, followed by Jari Huttunen and then Lukasz Havaj. Lukasz Havaj on the podium at the moment, one stage to go. He is our championship leader by 1 point coming into this event over Chris Ingram. Chris Ingram is out of the rally. He retired at the end of the first stage after lunch when the car overheated. He got a load of sand in the front end. It overheated. They just couldn't get the system bled out. And whilst trying to bleed the system out, Chris just burned his head a little bit and he says it's not worth it. He wasn't going to get any big points and he didn't think he could manage the next two stages. So Chris Ingram decided and elected to go back to service. It's been a nightmare weekend for Ingram. He's just said to me when I saw him there, he goes, can't wait to get to Rome, bring on Rome. That is his next opportunity. And he's mainly chasing right at this moment the ERC1 junior category. That is what he is chasing. And he was leading that quite comfortably, but it's nil point for him this weekend. But we'll see what he can do in Rome. Other news and other stories. Remember, Ken Torn is in that battle at ERC3. He won in Liepāja. He's leading at the moment. Sindar Vorosev was out front yesterday in that. He was quite clear until he got a puncture in stage 8. But then Sindar is coming back, and then Ken has just extended that lead out. This late morning, early afternoon, he's just gained a lot more time. So it's into double figures, that lead. Just keeping a check of the zero car is still due to come with us. It is just over 22 kilometres of stage. This one this morning was a bit dramatic for a Czech driver in Filip Mares and the Polish driver Miko Marcek. It was the previous one, the penultimate one, was causing a lot of issues for a lot of people earlier on. But Lukyanuk and everyone is through that stage, the penultimate one. They're on their way here. Other news, a friend Lorena in ERC3 Juniors. He has had a huge accident. Both him and Sarah Fernandez, the co-driver, are fine. But it's not a 208 anymore. It's a 20. The end of it is very, very badly damaged, front and rear. I don't know exactly what happened, but looking at photographs I've seen, it has been an end-over-end shunt. Fortunately, Peugeot built a very strong car, and they are both okay. Hearing news from the first stage after lunch, so the Mikołajki Max stage, that the two Opel Adams have stopped of Munster and Lundberg. They've stopped, and they stopped just about 1.1 k's between them. I'd have to get my phone out just to check what the issue was with Lundberg. I can't remember what it was. Let me just check that while I am checking. A broken drive shaft for Munster. I haven't got the information on Lundberg, but Munster is a broken drive shaft, and Gregor was in that battle. It is really mixing up and heating up that battle for the placings for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. There's loads of cars in such a small amount of time. ERC2 is Juan Carlos Alonso. He is clear. He just needs to get through without any mistakes. He did the hard work yesterday when other people were making mistakes and having problems. He wasn't. So let's just quickly give you the latest update of results whilst we wait for the cars to come through. I'll fire the phone up, make sure I'm on the right stage. Don't want to get that wrong. So after stage number 14, it is Alexei Lukyanuk, 43.2 seconds his lead over Jari Huttunen. Then it is Lukasz Havaj, followed by Filip Mares. There is 40 seconds between, no, it's not 40 seconds, sorry, 20 seconds between those two. Then in 5th place is Aaron Domzala. Then it is Marian Griebel, followed by Tomasz Kasperczak. Matthias Elderson, he has a problem. He's dropped down a place. He's only got rear-wheel drive. He's got a transmission issue. He should get through here, but he is going to hemorrhage some more time. Potentially, he will drop a couple of places because Norby Herzig is not far behind him at all. And Miko Marcek still retaining 10th place overall in that category. ERC1 Juniors, whilst we just wait when I can press the right button. Here we go. I'll press the right button on that one. This is after the penultimate stage. Just waiting for it to refresh. But it should be Filip Mares in there It's just taking a little bit of time to get itself sorted. Norbert, I didn't see a zero car, but Herzig is in. I didn't see the zero car, but that doesn't matter. Norbert Herzig is here. Maybe the zero car came through before we came on air and I was busy doing something else. But Norbert Herzig is in. Just chock up the wheel. Open the door for the cameraman. And we'll get a quick word. Herzig obviously cleaning the road again today. There's a little smile, there's a thumbs up. Going to take his crash helmet off now. Norby, that's the end of another weekend in ERC. Have you enjoyed it? How do you see it's been?
Absolutely enjoyed the whole rally. We have learned a lot of things again about these stages. In the last stage, we tried to push quite hard. In middle of the stage was we had some mistake in our engine. I don't know what happened, but we are here and we are very happy.
What was the problem with the engine? Did it just drop power?
A little bit was a little. So after the big corner, the engine was not go too hard.
Okay, great to see you again, and just get rid of that little fly that was inside the car. Norbert Herzig, so a little kind of like drop in power. Remember, Albert had that before yesterday, had it a couple of times in Albert in the Polo, but it seems to just drop power. But it's okay now. Herzig has finished. He was pushing hard in there because remember, he's only 8 or 9 seconds behind Matthias Elderson, who has got an issue with his transmission. So Herzig hopefully trying to get some points. A lot of his fans just down here waiting, and Mole Racing T-shirts on, and they're just walking down, and they follow him around all over Europe watching. So good backing from the team. 12 minutes, 10.5 for Norbert Herzig, who has completed another round of the European Rally Championship. Seem to remember last year on this rally, right at the end of the rally, he had an issue, and I can't remember what it was. I think he rolled. But anyway, no such problems this stage now. I'm going to flick up some results in our junior category just while we're waiting. The next car should be here soon. But let's just have a look at ERC3 in the previous stage, in stage number 14. Ken Thorne has gone quickest again, and his lead now up to 23 seconds over Sindre Frosef. So Ken Thorne, quite comfy, as comfy as you can be in the ERC3 category, but quite comfy, 20 plus seconds lead coming in to the final stage of the day. A few more cars time, I'll have some results for ERC2 just to make sure that Juan Carlos Alonso has come through there. But Ken Thorne and Sindre Frosef, the first two in the ERC battle, are through the penultimate stage and on their way towards us down there. They've been making their way down the road section and then into the start. Then they'll be doing their tyre pressures and checking things like that, and then blasting their way through here. But we're waiting for the second car on the road. I'm just waiting to see who that was now on my start list. Need to get that out of my pocket, but just can't remember because that's been quite a big gap. So I'm just checking. It should be Marion Griebel. This is a start list here, and so basically, I fold mine in a certain way that I can see, but this is our Bible for the day, along with this. And this is our itinerary, and I have the initials of who is our CR is Chris Rawls, the other reporter who was with us on Facebook Live earlier on and will join us soon. JP is myself, and that's just kind of so I know, a quick reference guide. But where is Griebel? Now, when car's missing, I need to check my phone because lots of messages sometimes come in. Let's just see what messages are coming in. Okay, the zero car didn't come this far, so we were not going to worry about that. Okay, so that's okay. We will see. Just in my throat. But where is Marion Griebel coming now? If the next car is Matthias Adilson in the Sweden national team Citroen C3, but Matthias has got some issues, as we say, some transmission issues. So at the minute, it's like a lucky dip. Not quite sure who we're going to see. I keep thinking I can hear cars coming, but I look round every time and no one is coming through. So Marion Griebel missing in action. He's had a better day today than yesterday. He didn't really enjoy himself at all yesterday. Said to me at the end of the day that he was looking forward to getting back on the tarmac. Well, the next round of the championship is in Italy and it's on tarmac. And I just keep looking round. Matthias Elderson expected a delay because he's got those problems, but at the moment, no Griebel, so it could be Adilson in his Citroen, or it could be Aaron Domzala, who could be coming next, the Polish driver. But nobody all is quiet right at this minute. Chris Rawls is just arriving. Chris, there's no one here. We've had Norby, and then no one else is arrived.
I know. I was just we were just driving up in the car, which we just parked up over there, and I was listening to you on my headset on the way up, and you're saying Griebel's not here. Griebel's not here. I'm trying to find some information out for you right now to see.
To be fair, I didn't check if Griebel finished the previous.
Griebel stopped 2.5 kilometres before the end of the stage. That's what I've just had coming in now. Griebel stopped 2.5 kilometres before the end of the stage.
Okay, that's not good. It's hot, isn't it? Hot rally action.
It's hot rally action, but I was just that was an exhale for Griebel. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe how tough this afternoon has been for everybody. And I heard you saying that both Opels had stopped on the Mikołajki Max stage.
Yeah, 1K apart. Wait, we definitely know about Munster. The tracker does show the other one that stopped. Now the tracker is reliable, but sometimes can have a glitch.
Yeah.
But at the minute, I've only had a couple of cars through, so I can't completely give that information. But it's normally 99% correct. You know what I mean? And that's Griebel. So there's that's upside down. Yeah, Griebel is upside down according to this picture we're getting on a phone from a marshal at the stage end. That's come through on their messaging service. So Griebel upside down. Matthias Elderson was going slowly anyway. You probably just can get past that. I'm not really sure, but everyone now having a look at the phone. I'm surprised. We probably got it on our phone as well. But let's just see if I've got a picture of that. It's not that we... okay, yeah, Marion stopped 20 k's in, 2.5 from the end. So that's messages in from Anna Catherine Stein as well. Thank you for that. It's amazing how much information we get in from everybody around the world. Someone was texting me from New Zealand yesterday with some information. We're still at the end of the stage. You might think these haven't got a clue what they're talking about. They're at the end of the stage. But we are, as we said, we've got an itinerary, start list and a mobile phone. We are at the beck and call of people in the media centre, people in the Rally HQ, but the fans as well, aren't we?
Yeah, indeed. We are definitely fans. It's great. It's so exciting. Oh, just at the end of the other stage, Matthias Elderson comes to the end of the stage. Well, he hopefully will be here at some point shortly. But he was like, "Oh, it's such a disaster." You know, the technical issues that I've had. It's the front differential that's gone now. Oh, and he went off. And you feel so bad for them. You just feel because you can see at the end of the stage. It's like you guys are seeing on Facebook. You know, you can see the heart and soul. And I was saying earlier on today, Julian, it's the calm and then the storm. So we're all sitting here, we're relaxing, we're chatting, we're talking to people, and then suddenly it all kicks off. And
because we have no idea what's going on in there. I mean, we're just chatting away. Yeah, here comes Matthias Elderson. He's had a great weekend. He's dead happy. He's dead smiling. And then, boom. You're like, let's rip at the end of the stage. And we're like, whoa, steady on. But we don't know the dramas that they've suffered in the previous 10, 20 minutes.
It's 10, 20 minutes, but then it's 10, 20 days, 20 months, you know, almost 20 years of their lives that they've been wanting to do this kind of stuff, to be here, be now, to win the stage, the amount of money that's poured into it, the sponsorship on the phone, trying to get cash, trying to get it done, the recce, the flights, the hotels, the food, the accommodation, the spare parts, the trucks, everything to drive on just the most beautiful roads in Europe, which is the FIA European Rally Championship. And to drive on this road here now and be fastest through. Were you trying to connect to a Wi-Fi?
Yeah, well, I've got loads of Wi-Fi things. I mean, just look around us, and there's about 4 Wi-Fi things, where they're coming from. At the minute, stage 15 is just going to be halted so they can move Marianne's car out of the way, and then everybody gets a clean run. That's the fairest thing to do, to be fair. So that's what they're doing now. They're just going to halt it, move Marianne's car out of the way, and then they will restart the stage. Not sure how long. I mean, it's kind of half off the road. Yeah. Just need to roll it a little bit further.
I feel, you know, just so. It's well, Marian Griebel. He's such a nice guy. He won the under-28 class.
4 Wi-Fi networks here. 5 Wi-Fi networks here. They're on the camera.
Yeah, that's. How are we connecting to the world, Julian?
I don't know. By magic.
Should we connect to the Wi-Fi network there and zap?
No, I don't need Wi-Fi. I don't need. I'm just trying to make sure I've got all my information.
Got a bunch of photographers here.
We've got a load of people. At the minute, we're the only thing they're taking pictures of because they've got no cars to take pictures of. So I've forgotten my kind of my makeup and everything, mate. It's just looking a bit of a disaster. And you need your hair sorted out.
Again, I know, I'm going. I had a text message yesterday when I was at the end of the stage. I was like, I don't know what's going on with my hair this weekend. It's just, I need to shave it all off, I'm sure of it.
Can I do that?
Yeah, if you
we
want.
could do that tonight.
We could do that for charity. I think we could do that for charity. Yeah, I had a text message at the end of the stage yesterday, and I was like, whoa, disaster. We've got some problems coming up. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, your hair's booked in. You're there at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. It's just like, right, okay. You can tell that we're filling for time. This is what we do on ERC Radio when we've got no cars to talk
I'm going to look at some results. Let's look at some results. Because I don't know whether Matthias Elderson is in the stage. Go on.
I've dropped my pen. I'm going to get.
Oh, he's going to pick his pen up. Right, let's just have a look at some. Oh, what have I done wrong?
Look at the pen. You got to look at the pen. Look at the pen. Leopire.
Yeah, well, we're not in Leopire. Right. Wow.
There we are.
Look at this. Stage 14. That was the penultimate stage. Adam Westland went quickest in stage 14, but so Adam Westland, Ken Torn, and Roman Schmidt. Wow. He's had a good old battle. So Ken Torn leads by 23.2 to over Cinder Frosev. Followed by Adam Westland at the minute, whoops, pressed the wrong button, is up to third at the moment. There is a couple more cars to come through that category. Let's just get up ERC2 just to make sure Juan Carlos Alonso has still completed. He has. Juan Carlos Alonso is there. Salindo Malagari is still in second place, and third is Andrea Nucita. That is coming in to the penultimate stage with those cars through. We're having a long gap here because Marian Griebel has rolled in the stage. I believe the crew are fine. They're just going to stop the stage so they can move the car. But Matthias Elderson is going through the stage slowly because he has a technical problem. Now, where I was going to look at overall positions wise, Matthias will make a place up on Griebel because Griebel's not going to make it through. So Matthias might not. He might still end up in 8th. Miko Marchek could get him as well. I don't know. It depends. He might get a notional time. He would wish for a notional time because it might not be too bad. I keep thinking I'm hearing a car, but there isn't. But
I think it's the generator for the Pirelli
Ah.
Arch. Yeah, just tucked in the bushes, just over there. Oh, you got one of those big things on your back.
No. Where is it? Where is it?
Gone.
Good.
It's gone.
They are. I took a picture of one. Right, they're like this long, and they're kind of like striped. They're like mini jumbo jets. I don't know whether I've been bitten somewhere else. no, on my leg.
Pan down, Chris. Pan down.
No, on my leg. Up here, I've been
Yeah,
bitten.
yeah,
I have
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
But anyway, we don't need to worry about that. Yeah. So literally, we are filling for time right now. So I think we just look through. Like Alexei Lukanuk, he is out front. He's leading the rally.
Yep.
When you look at the times, it looks quite comfy. It's been far from comfy. He has had so many dramas and then kept winning. When he wins a stage, he wins it like by 7 or 8, 10 seconds, and we're like, wow. Then he has a little drama along the way, either a bit of puncture or he pushes a tire off the rim or a clutch issue or whatever. And it has been like his kind of stage results, not his overall results, but his stage results are like first, down. Look like someone's heartbeat when they're in hospital.
Yes, yeah, up and down, and with Alexei, he pushes on it, fully on it, and then something happened. So yesterday it was the damper issue, wasn't it? And he had the damper. It was rear right in the end, wasn't it? Rear right damper.
Rear left. Rear left.
I think I reported front left. I misheard.
Yeah, you did. You reported front left. It was rear left, but then when they changed it,
Yeah.
it had a different damping pressure in it and everything, and he said it took him forever to get the car. I was wondering where those spectators are they going to walk 2Ks to find Griebel?
But
They're from they're Mole Racing, that's her 16, but kind of Bamslanger, so maybe they're walking in to make sure that they're all right. I don't know.
Go and see Marion. Marion hasn't texted me or anything else like that, but I'm probably not high on his list of priorities to text at the end of the stage.
I don't understand why. I mean, I'm pretty good at getting information in, so, okay. Right, so yeah, Lukanuk.
Yeah, right, so Lukanuk. So, yeah, there's rear left damper, no oil in it. It was actually the reservoir, he was saying. It was the clump, he described it. Obviously got damaged, and then the oil all came out of it. So it was dry. The dry damper, it was just running on the spring. So changes that. But just the minute characteristics of the three original dampers versus the back left new damper, and then the car's all over the place, so he can't work out the characteristics of it, and then jumps a little bit too high, almost on the last section of that stage yesterday. I can't remember which one it was. Jumps a little bit too high, and it's like the budding jumps in Perth, Western Australia, and he's out sideways and then just pulls the tyre off the rim, just a little bit of air getting in there off there, and then that slows him down. But the precautionary measure, was it a report?
Dog.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like Lassie.
It's a short, stumpy dog, to be fair, isn't it? Look at that. I bet that's warm today, isn't it? That's a hot dog. It's a funny shape as well.
That's a hot dog. I like it.
It is. It looks hot.
It is. It is a hot dog. Something else that you were having happen here was Mika Häkkinen.
Yeah.
Okay, Mika Häkkinen lost his time card. He had a roll in the stage, lost his time card, but then they spent ages looking for it here. Then they get back to the media zone and they find it virtually straight away. So he's out the rally. It's excluded for not handing his time card in. It was under a plate in the floor, so like I think the footrest, so to speak. But I mean, just what I didn't see what was going on.
Yeah, no, he was fully stressed at the end of the stage before we were here. Obviously, they were looking absolutely everywhere. And you know, when you've lost something, you're like, it's here. You know, and just looking and then looking again, and it's like, it's not here, and then they're looking again, and we were trying to work out it couldn't have gone out of the car because they didn't get out of the car to get the spectators to put them back on their wheels again. So the car was theoretically sealed, the windows weren't broken, so how could that time card have got out if the car was a sealed bubble? And then we were wondering whether they got out of the car to beckon spectators over and open the door, and that's why it was in the field. But yeah, I mean, sometimes the most simple things are right under your nose, and that was under the co-driver's seat. Ugh.
Yeah, well, it was under the seat or somewhere like that anyway. But you know, some co-drivers there's different ways of storing your time card, and some co-drivers have like a little pocket in the side of the door, but a lot of co-drivers in their overalls on their legs, they have a pocket in here, and they can slot it into their. It just fits because all time cards are the same size. Everyone universally the same size. So the overall companies got the measurements for the time cards, and they then make the hole, and it's just tall enough. The pocket is not. It's about half an inch shorter than the length of a time card, so the co-driver can always see it and always just be able to pick it out. And then next to it is a couple of pen slots as well in the leg. So I'm thinking, when I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, well, he obviously doesn't keep it. Does he keep it in his leg and it's not in the leg pocket? Because if he kept it in this pocket in the door, has that come open? And I was just trying to like work out. But another person who's had a shocker, hasn't he? He's had everything that could have gone wrong. Mika Häkkinen, podium 2 times last year at the end of the season in ERC3 juniors. And then this year, shown pace, shown speed, won a stage this morning, won the second stage of the loop this morning, was coming back in that fight, particularly when the Rainer had his accident and his puncture and then his accident. He'd come back into the fight for a podium, and then it just goes wrong here. There's some information coming. Oh, I think we might have a car coming. I'm not sure yet. We find out. I have had some text saying that Mathias Edilson is kind of in the stage. Just getting some more text messages.
Just some information in, just coming from the local guys here. Information from Rally Control. Now, this isn't confirmed by our sources. This is just confirmed by a guy who's talking to me here. He said there's 12 minutes left now from Rally Control. 12 minutes left before they decide in Race Control whether this stage will be cancelled as a result of Griebel's off. So that is what we're hearing at the moment. We can hear our Eurosport helicopter, obviously, whilst you're watching this feed.
Burning some fuel, isn't it? Hovering.
Yeah, hovering up there in the sky. So whilst we've been talking at the stage end, we can't see the shots that you can see at home from Griebel's accident, but I presume that the helicopter is actually over the top of Griebel's car at the moment, just feeding you those pictures of that. Just hearing some information from a friend on the other side of the stop line, that fuel tank, there might be a fuel leak issue for Griebel's car, so it may take some time to recover it, because fuel is leaking out of the car onto the stage as well. So obviously there's the potential fire hazard that we've got to think about with that, so it might take some time just to get all that cleaned up. But then that was just some info that I had from one of the guys. now we're less than 12 minutes before we decide whether this stage is scrubbed here in Poland, so we will find out.
I've never kind of noticed that before, you know what I mean? Maybe we've had it before where there's 5 or 6 cars to run at the end, and they might say, tell you what, to keep everything back on track, let's do it. I've not known that, because remember last night, you'd basically gone back to your room, had a sleep, had a shower, had a shave, then text me or rang me, where you at, I'm heading to the restaurant. I was still in the regroup doing interviews because they had that 25-minute... He hadn't really. He was ringing to see what I was up to. I was still in the regroup. And but yeah, so it does surprise me because I've never actually heard of that kind of like situation, because all we've got now really to go on to is a final service and a podium in Mikołajki. But
Podium in Mikołajki, the celebrations were set for 3 p.m. local time. It is now currently 29 minutes past 2 local time. So, I mean, obviously the podium champagne corks can wait on the bottle of champagnes for quite some time to make them good.
In this sun, though, if they're outside in the sun, they'll be popping boo, boo, all over the place.
You don't want warm champagne on a podium. There's nothing worse than race overalls, the smell of them covered in champagne.
Now, Alexei Lukanuk says the worst smell he knows is a punctured tyre, like the rubber of a punctured tyre. He was changing the wheel, and I was taking some pictures this morning. I was trying to get some arty shots. I was low down trying to get some arty shots. And he comes up, and I'm thinking, oh, here he goes. He's going to have another complaint about something that we're doing, you know what I mean? And he goes, you know what I hate most of anything? He says, when I have a puncture. And I'm thinking, time loss, frustration, annoyance. No, none of them. The smell from the burning rubber and like the flailing tyre, that's what he hates most.
There's nothing worse than that. Daniel's here. He's got some, maybe he's got some news. Oh, stand by.
Maybe got some news. Well, let's see.
3 minutes. If the stage is not restart, it's cancelled.
Okay.
Okay, right, okay. We're going to get some more. There's a lot of people who'd be disappointed. Us, for one.
You can take your headphones off. I was thinking about that.
Oh, can I?
We need to fix that bit as well.
How come I can take those off?
Well, you can put them around your neck if you want. You don't really, because we're kind of on ERC radio at the moment as well.
Look at that. That's even better. There we go.
Look at that.
I feel like a new man.
You've got a dent in your head where the headphones
Hey,
go.
feel that. I've got a proper dent in my head. Feel that.
I'm not touching you.
Hey, you can touch my head. I'm allowing it.
No.
I've got a dent in my head.
You.
I have a dent in my head. I don't know what it's from. I think it's from... I washed my hair this morning. I don't wear product like you. I washed my hair this morning. But yeah, this dent has appeared like in the last couple of years. And I don't know whether it's from wearing headphones a lot.
I hope there's not going to be a health and safety claim against.
Yeah, there will. Yeah, but you know, somebody said, because obviously I've lost a little bit of weight in the last 18 months, and someone said it's because I've lost so much weight, my head's shrunk, and now it's just like kind of there's no fat up there. I'm like, whoa, I don't know whether that's even worse or not, but I do have a strange shaped head where my headphones go. But that's quite cool. I don't need to put.
Or where your brain used to be.
Where my brain used to be. So,
hang on,
but no, you've got some news on your phone, I think. Right, we are just getting some information in the stage. We had one car through. Norbert Herzig came through. He completed the stage. Then Marian Griebel and Permin Winkelhofer, they have rolled in the stage, slightly blocking the road, but the stage has been suspended.
Right.
That's probably the best word to do it. While they move, he's got some information, but just...
No, just wait a minute. The information is from the director talking to the microphone, me, because he's saying I need to talk into. Apparently, I need to talk into the microphone.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't talking. When I'm talking, I talk into the microphone. When you're talking,
I talk into the microphone.
Exactly. You'd think he was new at this, but anyway. So, Marian Griebel, Permin Winkelhofer, they have rolled their car. The car is on the side of the road. Looking at the photograph, I think it's right-hand side, but that doesn't really matter. They've rolled the car. They've halted the stage so they can move the car. And then basically we're waiting to see if the stage restarts.
You crack me up. It cracks me up. Okay, it should be okay for the stage to restart. Are you labouring that point?
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean... Oh, hang about. Oh, hang about. We've got a car. So they're going to send the 000 car through again, I think. Yeah. So that's what, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the stage is going to restart. So that's why the 000 is going back in, probably to a junction. And then probably they'll meet, something halfway round and come back through. So.
And they'll restart then, because obviously spectators need to know, because the stage has been delayed for a while. The spectators need to know that the car is going right. Let's get some results up from the previous stage. I'll do that because I can't trust you at the minute. No, don't go. No, don't go. Where are you going? You're going to go and find out some information. Right, ERC, oh, they'd all finished. ERC3, because we wanted to just check. ERC3. Right, so Westland was still quickest. Right, we've had 10 cars through. So Ken Torn is out front, as we've done. Cinder Furuseth is in second place. Then Adam Westland has gone up to third. He's made up a place. He's just deposited into fourth place, Thomas Zabrozia. Then it's Roman Schmidt, followed by Pedro Artunes. Pedro Artunes has had a trying weekend. He rolled in free practice too. Then yesterday they forgot to put the bonnet pins in, and the bonnet came up and smashed the windscreen. That was a bonnet they'd borrowed off someone's road car and were due, to, I think, to give it back today. It's now all crumpled and bent, so that couldn't happen. Eric Size is in 7th place. 8th is Gregor Yates. Then it is Sean Johnson in 9th, with Florian Bernardi in 10th. So there's been a whole host, because there was about 16 of them left earlier on today. Yeah. A load of them have had problems. But yeah, we're just sat waiting. Lots of messages coming in for from... Oh, who's that car? Oh, that's Greebles. Yeah. Oh, that's Greebles' car, right. I was just...
Doesn't really work for...
No.
Maybe
yeah.
We'll just show that to... Maybe... There you go.
There. Can we see that? Have I got that right? That's Greebles' car. That is what that is. So... but I think they probably had that on the helicopter. I mean, it looks like it's in the trees, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, we've got, I mean, on the camera that we've got on the Eurosport helicopter, it's incredible how it zooms right in, and you can almost read the pace notes on the co-driver's seat sometimes when Manu's flying it. Eric's in the back. The way they're set up, the helicopter flies here. Shall I talk some technical talk for a minute, just while you're looking?
Well, I'm just clearing all the messages, because sometimes there is an important one in there. Sorry, there is an important one in there. Then back to you.
Yeah, thank you. To me, to you, to me, to you. The helicopter's flown here, so that comes up. So with the helicopter's one that we normally use, a piece of equipment that we know is safe and flyable. So that's brought up here. The camera system that goes onto the bottom of the helicopter is actually transported by land here, because it's a very expensive camera. That all bolts onto the helicopter airframe, and the cables are then piped inside the helicopter. So Eric, who has the unenviable job of being flown around the stages, he's in the back with his little control system and this screen, and with the joysticks he controls the camera all over the places that it needs to go. And I mean, that is a job. If you like roller coasters, that's a good job for you. And then Manu's flying the helicopter in the front as well. And then sometimes if the helicopter's rented, the pilot who normally flies that helicopter is in the co-pilot's seat, because they know the systems on board that helicopter, even though our regular pilots and camera operator to fly it. It's an incredible setup, and obviously it burns fuel. It's very expensive, but the camera system is amazing. But people ask, here's another tech fact for you. People ask, why don't they just leave the camera on the helicopter all the time, flying from country to country? Well, the answer is that the helicopter shakes, and the camera inside it has a lot of stabilization stuff inside it, and the camera has to remain turned on for the stabilization stuff to work, to keep it working quite nicely. If you turn that off, the camera system off, and fly the helicopter, the camera system on the front of our helicopter will basically shake, fall apart, and that's a lot of money down the pan.
I had a situation in Spain about 3 or 4 years ago, where I had to go in the helicopter with the camera on, but because I had a cameraman and myself, there wasn't room for the operator of the camera to go in the helicopter. So I had to turn the camera on. Well, first the operator turned it on when we left, but then we had to go into the stage, collect some onboard camera cards of a crashed car, do the interview with the driver, and then get back in. So we shut the helicopter down. So when we got back in, and the stage names are of his favourite stages around the world, in the countries that he has driven. Now, there's one flag on that helmet and one stage name on that helmet that he has not competed on, but he wants to, some point in his career, try and compete on it, and that is in Kenya, and one of the stages in Kenya. But around the world, I mean, you look at it, Calder Torini and places like that, they're all on there. So just a little story there. And Chris has been very loud behind us, so but I think he's finished talking. I'm just going to move, because because I've lost the feeling in that finger. I'm just going to move around. Chris the cameraman's also, I think, losing the feeling in his shoulder. I think we're going to rest it on the post. So, no, we don't want other Chris to do it. You would be not very good.
I would be able to do that. I've always wanted to have a go of one of those big cameras. That's amazing. I want to have a go. Just for 1 minute.
No.
It'll be out of focus.
No, don't let him. It'll be out of focus. Yeah, he's connected.
No. He's saying no.
I agree. I'm saying no as well, because it'll be out of focus. It'll be all blue. And, oh, hang about. We've got a car. Oh, it's one of the Zero cars. So.
Ambulance.
Oh.
This will be for Griebel, won't it?
Well, no, I think it's a little fire truck, isn't it? I think it's a little fire truck.
Yes, that's the fireman.
Yeah, that's the fireman. Just because we thought there was reports of some petrol leaking out of the car. So we're just giving ourselves a little bit of a break. Chris, the cameraman, is now just resting the camera. Because I mean, how heavy are those cameras? How many kilos?
Ask Chris. He's the cameraman.
No. I got a feeling it's about 8 or 10 kilos. And you've had that on your shoulder for now, how long?
We've been on for about 40 minutes.
40 minutes, and we've seen one car. So, and then he's had to endure 35 minutes of us talking. Waffling. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not brave enough to take a walk down there and start basically doorstepping people to find out what they're doing here, because in case they swear or don't speak any or English.
And also, Chris, stop making me laugh. Also, Chris will not let you carry that, or he doesn't want to carry that camera down the road there. There's quite a few people who have turned up now due to the delay. I'm going to get us some water all round. Do you want?
Okay, yeah. I suspect anything for free. Chris loves free stuff. He loves free stuff. So you're going to go get some water. Now, yeah, you can do it. Right, come on, Chris. You can't. You can take one microphone, can't you?
Is this human interest story now?
Yeah, do you need this microphone?
No. Well, it depends what you want to. What are we talking about?
You're going to show about the hypothermia blanket.
Oh right. Well, we did that yesterday.
Oh right. Okay. So you don't need to do it. Chris is going to go and get some water. You can go back over here, Chris, and rest. Chris Rawls, Rally Radio Chris, is going to go and get some water for us while we wait for the stage to restart. Alexei Lukanuk, we're just repeating it. Alexei Lukanuk is leading this rally, followed by Jari Huttunen. Water now delivered. That is quite cool, considering it's been out in the sun for so long. Look at that. Look at that. He's all heart, isn't he? He's all heart there, looking after the cameraman. Unfortunately, and while I'm talking, I can't do a lot about it. So, okay, I can't drink on the camera because it just looks unprofessional, doesn't it?
Right. Well, you have a.
Okay, I'll have a drink.
You have a drink for a minute, and I'll take that like that. There we go. That works. Right. I'll take a drink like this. All right. So Chris, the cameraman's done already. What we'll do is oh right. Oh, hang on. We've got some Daniels here. I'm okay. Maybe a little coffee, espresso.
Yes. And tea, no?
Tea? No. A little macchiato.
Macchiato, yes. I'm going.
Okay, to the van. Yeah, macchiato. So we're going to do that. Yeah, have you got a burger on you? Oh, hang on. Okay, 6 minutes. But the guy. Okay. We restart. Are we not live? Hey?
What did he just say? Have we been talking for no reason for like the last half an hour, 40 minutes? I think we are. I think there's a bit of confusion going on.
No, you are in live.
Oh, we are live. That's good. I was thinking. Woo, I was like,
somebody.
Okay, I need to.
Somebody was going.
Was about to
have a strong word.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm just checking. Right, okay. Let's just see what is going on. Apologies for looking at the phone. Just getting in any messages and any information that is coming through, that's all. But we have cars, I believe, in the stage now, so that is fine. That is good. I'm just looking through my phone of other kind of human interest stories of what we go on about. I'm trying to think. There was one that I'm trying to think what was the other story. The Pedro Artuna story, that was the story. Chris hates it when I call them human interest stories, but I actually think it's quite funny because it winds him up. But no, I mean, it's interesting. There's plenty of battles going on around. But championship-wise, Chris Ingram, remember he came here 1 point away from the championship lead overall. Lucas Habai should, I don't know whether he'll extend his championship lead, but he certainly won't go too far down. It won't reduce by much at all, pure and simply because Lukanuk is due to win as long as he gets through here fine. And at the minute, Lucas Habai. I keep thinking I can hear a car, but I think Chris is right. I think it's
It's the generator.
Yeah, I know, it's a generator, but then there's lots of shouting again going down behind us as lots of people, there's like a fan club of kids turned up. I'm not sure who they are, but they're just down the road on the side, so I'm not sure who they're supporting. Should we take a bit of a walk down there or something, or are we quite close to a car coming?
No, let's take a walk down. Let's see what we can see. Hey, we could go and explain about the generator if you wanted to fill 5 minutes about the generator keeping up the.
I'll tell you what. Let me just have a look at something over here. We don't have a time card. I was going to have a look to see if we had a time card, but we don't. But no, I was just going to see what was going on down the road. But there isn't really much going on down the road. There's just lots of people waiting. They're all sat in the shade. Fans, spectators, team personnel, and things like that. But yeah, Rally Radio Poland over there. So yeah, we're just basically waiting around for cars. And then once it comes, every couple of minutes, the cars will keep coming through. So it's just a bit unfortunate that Griebel had that shunt. For all of us, really. Kind of sometimes you could get a delay of 5 or 10 minutes, but 35, 40 minutes is quite an extreme delay. So Chris, I think, has got some more information. I'm not sure.
No, just talking back to the director, who is back in the service park in Mikołajki in the Eurosport production office, which is where the TV programmes are made every night and live on Eurosport. And, of course, it's the technical hub for the ERC. And just talking, the stage is going to go live. We're just obviously desperately filling for time at the moment, waiting for some more action to happen here at the final stage. But let's look back at some of the great clips that we have on our YouTube channel and what the kind of footage that we assemble together in the office and put out on social media. And this clip from yesterday, you remember us talking yesterday afternoon to Paolo Nobre at the end of the stage when he came to the end of the stage with the bonnet up and the car was a complete mess after going into the cornfield. I'll just have a quick look at this one. This is the clip from yesterday of why that car looked such a disaster at the end of the day.
Atenção, atenção, alto, 20, direita 2, não escapa. Tem 20, depois da direita 2, não escapa aqui. Não, não. Vai lá, vai lá. Só cuidado se não tem. Aqui, ó. Direita, atenção, direita 2 mais 2, larga, 2 mais 2 aqui, larga, 50 subindo, freia, atenção, direita 2, longa, não corta, brita, atenção, direita 2, longa, não corta, brita, tá acabando, 30, esquerda.
On the stage, and the most important thing is that both are okay. That was a little bit worried because we didn't know what's happened, and we heard it was Marian, and Marian is a very good friend of mine, so we are very happy he is okay. And for the result, we don't know. We are on podium for sure in ESC1 Junior, and that's the first thing, very great, and we are very happy with this race. And we don't know if we end up 3 or 2nd. It will be interesting to see what they will do, and we have, of course, we will have some national time here.
Yeah, notional time, so that is exact.
If they're running the stage again, or
I think they are, yeah, I think they are. So you'll get, as you say, a notional time, and a notional time is... they decide representative-wise of who's come through, who hasn't come through, and just let him just leave. You see, he's got a transmission issue as well. I forgot to ask him about that. Do I need to put those on now? Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so a notional time, what a notional time is basically the organisers will decide what time Matthias should get. So they base that on his first time through here. They will base it on any split times that might have been happening, his position in the stage, in the competition of where he is in ERC1 and ERC1 juniors, and they will get a notional time based on that kind of thing. Also, if there's been any dramas or any mishaps along the way, that kind of stuff will be brought in. Now, I don't know whether we're going to see a zero car. The reason why I say that is because obviously he had a red flag. Now, we know the red flag was for him. I don't think anyone else had the red flag, so the red flag potentially is going to be taken away, and then we restarted, because remember we saw the 000 car go back into the stage and behind us quite a while ago now. So I suspect that went in, and that is going to come back through the stage and reopen the stage and relaunch the stage there. So all we can do is just wait around. We were watching that clip of Paolo Nobre. I think we got about 35-40 seconds into it before Matthias Elderson arrived at the end of the stage. So, but that moment Nobre had yesterday, Chris, again, I don't know, he seems to have been the point of doom this weekend.
On through, because Marianne was saying, not Marianne, Matthias was saying that he was red flag, so driving through here at normal speed. So see what time he's awarded at the end of this stage. But I'm pretty sure that we'll get the 0 car through here. The 0 car's been thrown in at the start of the stage, going round. It's not going to appear any other competitor here without the 0 car coming through first, just to make sure that the stage is run completely safely.
Well, that's it. And the thing is we had this talk of potentially the stage has been stopped and cancelled altogether. And I think the only thing I can think that would be for is notional times are horrible things, because no one's ever really happy. Because if you give Matthias Elderson, whatever, 10 minutes, for example, he would want 9 minutes 50 or 9 minutes 45. And Matthias's rivals will want him to have 10 minutes 15. It's always a difficult one. So the correct decision has been taken to stop it as fast as they could, so that they don't have to start worrying about notional times for 6 or 7 cars. They just need to worry about 1 car, and then they can restart everybody in, and everyone can go flat out and have a big push. And that's where that decision is good by the organisers, of rather than messing around and trying to make it run, but making it run messily is never very easy and very nice. So they've cut it. We stopped it, we've restarted it, and then everyone else, at least we know now, everyone coming through, the time that they get is a correct time, and we know who the winner is.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see. I think we know who the winner's going to be at the end of this rally. No, it's the generator. Oh, sorry, commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, and don't say it.
Okay, I haven't said it. So we know who the winner's going to be. Somebody who competing.
We know there's going to be a winner. That's it. There's going to be a winner.
In my view, everyone's a winner. So, yeah. I think what we should do, Chris's arm's going tired again. Maybe you can just
let's
spin
put it
around.
back on the stick. This is Chris's stick. We normally have a tripod, but we don't today. We've got a little wooden stick.
Let's spin the camera around, Chris, if that's okay. Oh, can he do that? No, I don't think he can.
No.
And then look that way, because we've got some people.
Oh, hey, we got a load of archers here, and like all Daniel's work. So it's a wide-angle lens. Hopefully we're in it. Oh dear me, I shouldn't touch the stopboard because I moved the camera. But I tell you what, right? What's wrong?
I was going to say,
I'm taller than you.
If I stand down this bank here like this, I'm about look at that. We're about the right height. Look at that. There's a foot difference in it.
It's not a foot difference. There's about 2 inches. But hey, you know what? My mum always used to say to me, "There's good stuff in little bundles." It was because I had a bit of a complex about being so short when I was little. But I'm quite happy with my height. I have no issues with my height at all. So that's what it is. But you know what, right?
I wasn't criticising your height. You take such offence.
I'm not bothered about my height at all. I've not got a problem with it. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Because you're taller than me now.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I was going to just talk about. We've been driving around the Poland area of Mikołajki, and it's called. I'm sure it's called the Masurian area. I'm sure that's what it's called. Might not have quite got that correctly pronounced, but you know, when I've been driving around places, I really noticed it this year more than any other year. And there's bits of it that you just. One time this morning, I thought I was in Czech Republic, and I was thinking, I don't remember this bit of road when I was in Barham last year, but that's because I'm not in Barham, and I don't know why. But you know. And we're on gravel, so why I should have even thought we were in the Czech Republic. But there is places that we go, and next up we're going to Italy for Rally Roma de Capitale, and always a challenging rally, always a difficult rally, very, very narrow stages. Then we have Barham, Czech rally, then Cyprus. Looking forward to a bit of hot rally action in Cyprus, like kind of topping up your tan towards the end of the year, you know what I mean? Then Hungary, new event in Hungary. Don't know really anything about it apart from it's on tarmac. And final round of the championship, end of season awards, I think potentially going to be there.
Potentially they are.
They are they?
They're
Big party, yeah?
Big party in Budapest. Everybody's invited. We're going to be big party.
Maybe not everybody.
There'll be a lot of pineapple hedgehogs and bits and pieces sliced up cheese on cocktail sticks for everybody. But yeah, the gala party is confirmed for Budapest this November, so it's going to be on the Monday night.
Yeah, we don't know where it is. Yeah, we do. But yeah, end of season.
Monday night, maybe.
Monday night in Budapest. But no, I mean, when we look at it, right, junior category, let's just go through it. 8 rounds of the championship, 6 scores count. So you can do 8 rounds, but you can only take 6 scores. So if you won 6 rounds out of the 8, you can take 6 wins. That is for our ERC 1s, ERC 2s. ERC, the junior category, so ERC 1 junior and ERC 3 juniors, they do 6 rounds and their best 4 rounds count in their championship. So that is what happens for them. And so they're basically into the second half of their season because this is round 4. They've only got 2 more rounds to go for point scoring positions. So people like Lorena, who's had that shunt today, it was a huge shunt. As I said, fortunately they're both okay. But it's a very, very short back end on the Peugeot. I don't know what they hit. I just think it was lots of rolls. You've had a message in, Chris. You're looking around. I don't know whether you know anything.
It was just a message from Mark, who's in our ERC radio studio. He's looking at the tracking map at the moment, and he's saying, are you sure that the cars are going through the stage at stage mode? Because they look on the tracking map as if they're going around fairly slowly at the moment. But we'll see. We'll get some confirmation coming in soon, I'm sure. I hope. I'm going to go make a phone call. That's what I'm going to do.
You're going to make a phone call to your wife. Yep, that's it. He's got to check in. It's the hour's turned, and he needs to check in to make sure he's all right.
Well, I did have a text message before to say that I can check in from a flight tomorrow.
That's probably what you're going to do as well. Check in for your flight. But no, I mean, so that is what we are with the situation with championship standings. So this is the 4th round of our ERC juniors in ERC 1 and ERC 3. So Ingram and Lorena, the people who are leading their championship categories, have both got 0. Well, Lorena got some day points yesterday, but Ingram got no day points yesterday. He might have got day points. He might have got a couple of day points yesterday, but not a huge amount. So virtually a nil pointer for Ingram this weekend, which is not what he needed. Then you go up to, just checking I'm still on air, yeah. Then you go into ERC 3 juniors with a friend Lorena, Sarah Fernandez. They've had a shunt today, so they've got no points from the overall classification and also the day points for today. Cinder Furusev's going to get quite a lot of points, so is Ken Torn. Those two kind of making a bid towards the second half of the championship to take us in and away up into their championship challenge. More people just wandering around behind me. Chris is on the phone. He's just put the phone down. I'm not sure who he was ringing, but he's come back. News?
News is that the stage has restarted, and they're in the stage right now. They're on their way. Apparently we've got shots from the helicopter of cars in the stage at the moment, and they're driving through. The first car is going to be with us in less than a minute, according to our director.
That's good. There we go. The radio is crackled into life. Now, what number is it? Car 22.
Right, that's where we're starting.
Yeah, that's where we're restarting. Let's just get ourselves augured. And car 22 is Aaron Domzala. Aaron Domzala is about to come towards us. And here he is in his Skoda Fabia. So we'll start to get some interviews now. And hopefully some competitive times. 12 minutes 10.0. 12 minutes 10.0. I don't know where the stone went, but it's the end of the rally, so they'll be able to put the handbrake on. Let's just get a quick word quickly with Aaron. So Aaron, that's the end of Rally Poland. Obviously a bit of a long wait there, but what was the final stage like?
Really hard, because hard to keep concentration after the big stop, but it was a fantastic race for me. One of my dreams came through. Thank you very much to Tony Gardemeister, TGS, for a fantastic car, and to Jarek Baran, because of him I'm here on the finish. He helped me a lot.
Powiedziałeś to jeszcze po polsku, powiedziałeś dzisiaj rano, że trochę się uspokoisz, nie będziesz może jechał takim pedałem w podłodze, ale troszeczkę spokojniej. I co, faktycznie było spokojniej, czy tak się nie da?
I don't know. We will see. Hopefully not.
That's it, hopefully not. So he's just going to go in and have a second interview there with just making sure I'm not dropping my no, I was just making sure I wasn't dropping my headphones. That's it, it's on. Yeah, that's good. What have I done? What's wrong, Chris? That's okay. Right, next car here is 12.03. So 12.039 for car number 11. I can't remember who car number 11 is. Miko Marcek. I don't know why I can't remember who that is. But Miko Marcek is in, and at the end of the stage, let's get a quick word with Miko. He all went wrong this morning in this stage for him. He was up in the top 5. He was the top pole in the Polish Championship, but then it went a bit awry. But a 12.039. Miko, obviously it was problems which cost you a top ERC place in here this morning, but how do you see your performance this year compared to last?
I think we are faster. That was 9 months break. I did not make any gravel rallies, just small tests before this rally, and I'm happy because Łukasz Chaba is much faster than last year, and during the rally in the most of stages we were competitive with him. Also Chris Ingram on the best stages was quite similar to us, and it's good to be here. I hope I will start more in ERC rounds. I know that I can improve a lot, but I need to drive.
We want you to do more ERC rallies.
I would like, but we will see how. Probably Rally Barum is now confirmed for us, but I hope in future I will be very often here.
So Barum for you next.
Yeah, and next will be Rally Lithuania, which is in Polish Championship, after it Rally Rzeszowski, and then Rally Barum in ERC.
That's great. So that's breaking news there. Breaking news of Barum entry for Miko Marcek. So that's great. So getting more and more experience in there. We just need to keep an eye on what is going on. 20 odd seconds. Just Haba is waiting. Right. Daniel, I wonder what Daniel was saying. I wonder what he was going on. I need to just check my pictures, don't I? Because I needed to check. Have I 21 seconds he had? 21 seconds. So car number 7, Maris is in here. He's already here. So he has done enough.
I'm going to hold them up there for this picture with the arch, Daniel.
Okay. He's got to... Just got to... That is enough. He's just stopped, just up the hill. He's having a look. Here comes Habai. Lucas is having a bit of a look. Winners of the ERC1 Junior category. Filip Maris, the youngster from the Czech Republic. He won a rally outright at home last weekend. But him and Jan have had strong, strong season so far for them. We'll get a quick word. Yeah, it's not the podium maybe that he wanted, but look at all the dirt in the wheels as well, loads of dirt. But Filip, I know you've been in that top 3 overall as well this weekend, but the main aim was the ERC1 Junior category, which now you've just taken that.
Yeah, of course, we are happy with this result. To be honest, we didn't expect victory in Poland, you know, on gravel. It's for me something special, and I would like to thank my co-driver, whole team, for this effort, for their effort. And yeah, now I hope it can help our start in Roma.
In Roma now as well. That's a new link.
Yeah, because for sure we now have good points from Poland, so we will try to manage the start in Italy, and we will see.
That's great. That's great news. So a couple of bits of breaking news here of Philip Mares hoping that with the 2 good finishes that he's had so far, that he can go to Roma and try and challenge Chris Ingram in that championship battle, ERC1 Juniors. Jari Huttunen, he's here at the end of the stage, and just if he rolls, there we go, just chock the wheel, get a quick word with get a quick word with Jari Huttunen. There's a smile on his face, and looking at the time, 11:55.6. Jari, you were here 12 months ago, you've come back for a one-off. Satisfied with your performance?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit different than last year, but it's okay. Now, last stage we have anti-roll problem, it's broken, so it's not the best to drive, but actually time is quite okay. And I'm really happy all weekend. No any mistakes, and car working well. And so thanks to team and thanks to Hyundai, they give me this rally.
Is there any more chances of any opportunities with the Hyundai in ERC anymore this year?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay, I had to ask the question. So, but a broken anti-roll bar. The anti-roll bar, was it front or rear?
The rear.
The rear. Okay, I didn't hear what he said. So rear anti-roll bar broken as Alexei Lukanek and Alexei Anatov appear into sight. Just checking the stage time. Unbelievable stage time. Massive time from the winners of the 76 run, 11:39.0, 11:39.0, and somebody somewhere has already sprayed champagne on this car. We'll get a word with Lukanek at the end of it. He's going to jump out. He's super happy. The first win of the year. We're in round 4. It's taken to round 4 for this pairing to win this year. That is quite staggering. It's been there, the speed's been there, but there's been also a lot of massive bad luck. And but at last, Alexei Lukanek and Alexei Anatov can say that they've won a round already. It's taken a long time, but just get that picked up. But Alexei, it's taken a little while for me to say this year, but you've won a round of the European Championship again.
Finally, it feels fantastic, especially we did it in a proper way, actually not backing off too much, having fun till the end. So thanks to the team for the good car, to the sponsor for the support, to the fans. So yeah, we're really happy.
I mean, the gap at the front makes it look like it was easy, but it was far from easy. You two have been so busy on road sections.
Yeah, it's true, actually. We had so many stories behind, most of them you know, but it doesn't matter now, we are first, and yeah!
Alexei, we'll get a quick word. You guide this man around, and there was a stage yesterday, stage number 3, where he went 10 seconds faster than anyone else. You shook your head as I did. What is this man like?
Well, well, you know, it's really, you feel really comfortable sitting next to him, even despite the fact that he's so fast driving, because he's so good in driving that you believe that he's doing the right job.
That's great. Great partnership. First win of the year. Well done. So that is him through. The heat coming from the car is just quite amazing. I'm going to deposit my litter that they gave me. I've given it back to them. I put it back in the car. He gave me the rubbish, so I've given it back. The helicopter filming away as we wait now for our ERC3 contenders. There is still more cars to come. Thomas Kaspacek is here and in sight. The little GPS aerial. That's how hard he's been trying. Look at it. I'm going to show Chris this. Look at this, Chris, on the roof here. This is the dent from the winning co-driver's feet. And that's what happened. They basically can bang it out from underneath, but when you see drivers, it'll never fully come out. So there'll always be a dent in this roof. So you'll always know which one this car is. We're going to get Alexei. You maybe need to get rid of that, Alexei. So here we go. There we go. We push it out. There it is. It's done. And there's only just a small ripple now in that roof. So super happy they are Thomas Kaspacek. We're going to cross the road and pull him down a little bit further. Thomas Kaspacek is in at the end of the stage. It's a bit mad. The helicopter was right above us. We'll get a quick word with our Polish driver. He's just had to wait a minute or so at the stop line. And there's lots of celebrations down the road. Thomas, that's the end of it. Happy or not?
Yes, I am happy, and I am very happy because we are on the finish. We are on the 5th place, so we are very happy. Unfortunately, on the start of the stage, I broke my glasses, so I was driving without glasses, and it was really hard for me. But okay, we are on the finish, so me and Damian are happy. We are happy. So what can I say more?
I wondered. I was looking for the glasses because I didn't realise, but you broke them in the stage.
No, I tried to put on my head, and I broke on the start, and that's all.
Oh.
I broke my glasses on the start.
So you've lost one of the lenses, so you drove it a bit blind.
Yes, I lost my lens, but the time is quite good and nothing happened. Thank you.
That's great. So there's a human interest story for you. I'm seeing if I got a picture of that. I might have to try and get another picture whilst we think he's put them away. But while we wait for the next car to come in, I'll try and get a picture of Thomas. Thomas has broken his glasses. I'm trying to get a picture of him with his glasses in his hand. So if you can ask him, Chris, to get them back out again. So, sorry, Chris. Crashed into Chris. We'll get a quick word with Casper whilst we're doing that. So, Casper, that's the end of Rally Poland for you. How was it at the end of it?
I'm happy. I'm happy that's here on the finish. I'm happy this is good rally for me. First rally on gravel, on R5 car. I'm really happy.
That's good. Maybe we just pull him down a little bit. We're just going to pull him down the road just because so we don't get a bit of a traffic jam. So it just makes it easier for everybody. We've all got to try and work at the stop line, and we'll just get some more information through. So yeah, it's all a bit busy. So Thomas Kaspacek, I did notice he didn't have his glasses on. I just assumed he'd taken them off after the flying finish, but normally he wears them. And he's pushed one of the lenses out on the start line when he was trying to put them between his crash helmet and his head. And so he's done the stage with not 100% vision in his eyes. At car number 19, just being interviewed here, Poporski, he finished, remember, 12 months ago, not 12 months ago, 9 months when we were last here, he had a massive shunt in the Mikołajki stage, Mikołajki Max stage, huge accident that he had, but he got through this weekend, stepping up to the main category. I'm now just trying to find my start list in amongst my pockets. I need to find a little bit better stone, but stones seem to be a rare commodity right at the moment in this stage end. So we're waiting for another car. So car number 19 is gone. So we look further down our list. Next up should be, and here comes the helicopter. You see the helicopter tracking the cars and it's swooping over the top. I'm just not sure. It is the Citroen. It is the Citroen of the brothers. I was just checking it was. The Kotaba brothers here. Lucas drives. Thomas co-drives. Car looks a little bit second-hand. This morning he was off the road, but he's here at the end of it now. First time I've seen him with his crash helmet off. But Lucas, what was it like this weekend?
It's very nice weekend, very nice experience. So we are more experienced than before, and I think it's the best to the finish line on the last step. So I'm very happy. Also,
that's it.
Also, I really happy that it was in a Eurosport. So very nice.
That's great to hear from you. You might get some words. Yep, we get some words in Polish.
Okay, dziękuję. Łukasz, podsumowanie tego rajdu. Szeroki uśmiech był na początku tego wywiadu po angielsku, czyli nie jest źle.
Znaczy nie, my jesteśmy bardzo zadowoleni, bo rajd był bardzo trudny, jeżeli chodzi o odcinki, o
as the car comes towards me. It should be Ken Thorne, should be, and Carey, and we'll just wait to see. They were leading that category. This is where I go. It's like a TARDIS, my pocket. We need him about here, don't we? I'm just checking the results board as we were coming in. Oh, I thought I had I didn't screen grab the juniors. Can you believe that? Let's just get the juniors up. Ken Thorne was in there. Right, I've screen grabbed that. Ken Thorne was leading by... Oh, stun. Save. Who is it coming now? Let's see. Ken Thorne is in the Fiesta. It is Ken Thorne. I mean, the gap, he probably won't want to celebrate, but the gap was 23.2 seconds. If he's had a perfect run, he might celebrate. But we just have to wait and see. We're not sure whether he will get out and celebrate, pure and simply because Cinder Furisev is still behind him. They're getting out. They're confident. They are confident that I wasn't sure, Ken, whether you would get out of the car or not, but you have done. Obviously, you're waiting to see what Sindre does, but was the stage good for you?
Yeah, I try just carefully and don't do any mistakes, and yeah, we made it.
So now we wait for Sindre to come through and see, but how have you seen this weekend in this rally?
Yeah, yesterday is quite a tough day. I said I don't remember when I last time pushed so hard. We have some good big moments, but yeah, we are happy and we are here.
That's it. You joined the ERC3 Juniors in the previous round in Liepāja. The competition is really, really strong, isn't it?
Yeah, the 4th, 5th guys push so hard. It's never don't think about it. Let it down the total.
Okay, well, Sindre shouldn't be far away. Maybe if you just pull forward, I think you need to leave the control. I don't know. You can, if you want, it's up to you. I am not getting involved in that. They're going to wait. They're going to wait. He's not going to tempt fate. He's not tempting fate. We're waiting for, so it's a 13.01. It's a 13.01. Here comes the next car. Carey is just having a look. The time is going up on the board. It's a 16. It's a 16. They're 15 seconds slower. So it's 2 wins out of 2. A 13.016 to a 13.16.2. Cinder Furisev, Ken Thorne, a thumbs up from Sindre. So they're just going to pull forward, and I got a feeling they'll come back. We'll pull Sindre further down the road. It's okay, Chris, I'm watching you back. You're okay. I think he will come back, and Cinder Furisev will pull up. Sorry, Chris. Whoops. I got a quick word with Sindre. Ken's he has driven on to he's pulled up on the road section. I suspect the 2 juniors will meet at the end of it. But Sindre, you gave it everything, and Ken wouldn't celebrate because he didn't know what you were going to do and perform in that final stage. How did it go? Because that's probably the most time you've lost all weekend.
Yeah. To be honest, after service, I didn't give it everything. It was difficult to keep in the pushing mood when Larena went off, and also the roads has been very rough and the car has had hit after hit after hit. So in the last couple of stages, it was just about survival, to be honest.
And take those points in the ERC3 Junior Championship.
Yeah, you're right. This is important for the championship.
But over the weekend, though, again, stage 8 with the puncture was a huge disappointment. But speed-wise, you can go away from here very, very happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think we proved our speed yesterday. Obviously, the puncture on stage 8 put us in a difficult position today. So, congrats to Ken. He did a good job today.
Okay, well done. I'm sure the pair of them will have a little bit of celebrating just down the road. But Sindre Farisev second at the end of it. Dropping 15 seconds in the final stage. Didn't expect that. Daniel is in his the 23 Hyundai. The damage that was down this door, that was done yesterday. But we get a quick word with Daniel. Just checking it. Daniel, that's the end of it. It's been a tough weekend. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling excellent. It was really a tough rally and it's my first time here, so I enjoyed it a lot. Nice stages, really challenging, and yeah, we're happy we are here. So now we go to the finish.
That's great. Couldn't hear anything at all. It's running like 2,500 revs, and I don't really know why.
I'm trying to work out whether that's to get some more airflow. You were talking about the heat soak, weren't you? And
but he's not got his foot on the throttle, so that's obviously geared up for 2,500 revs.
Yeah, he's just got it. The throttle screw just turned up a little bit, but yeah, maybe it's to get some more air to blow through it. I'm not too sure, but look at the race tapes held together.
Yeah, there's plenty of race tape on that from yesterday's misdemeanor. A little bit of rear bumper damage as well as he disappears. And now we get out our start list again. Next up, Paulo Nobre, Gabriel Morales, then Alonso Montero. Then we hopefully should have Simons Rutter. But next up, hopefully, will be Paulo Nobre. So we've had the winners of... Just seeing what's going on there. Sindre Farisev just parked up down out of the control, just taking his crash helmets off and putting them into the back of the car and everything like that. So the winners of ERC3 Juniors and ERC3, they've gone through. That's the same winner. That's Ken Torn, who has won that category. As Paulo Nobre arrives now, the winners of the rally outright, Alexei Lukanuk and Alexei Arnatov. Jari Hutsunen was in second place. Third place is Lukasz Habai. Great points for him in his championship campaign. Exactly what he wanted. He'll stand on the podium in Mikołajki and be very, very happy. And someone else who's very happy after all the dramas this weekend, Paulo, you must be pleased to see the finish.
Everything happened this weekend. It was really, really nice, really interesting. For sure, in these fast rallies like Liepaja, like here, we should need to have much more experience to try to be closer from the top drivers, but at least we had a lot of fun. We feel secure. The special stage one is completely destroyed with a lot of rods. You should put in the rods and trust in the car, trust that everything is going well. And yes, was quite a good experience, and we return to Brazil tomorrow really happy about another rally in Poland here.
That's great, that is good. Just looking at all the data dash in the centre of the car, all the numbers flicking away and flicking on. And he has cleared the stage, so a few more cars to go, and then we'll get to 4 more cars, and it should be Juan Carlos Alonso, our ERC2 leader, coming into the penultimate stage. So hopefully he will get a clean run through here and lead and win. Some Paulo Nobre from Brazil, Juan Carlos Alonso still to come from Argentina. So lots of air miles there, lots of kind of travelling to come and do the European Rally Championship. Car number 17, the time is going on the board. Alonso Montero has cleared the stage. So just looking at it, I think potentially Chris is just looking at something on the battery pack, control pack of Chris the cameraman's camera. So waiting for Montero to come down. I can see him coming towards us now as he comes through. So we're still waiting for our category winner of ERC2, which is hopefully going to be Juan Carlos Alonso, barring any problems in the final stage. But Montero is in, and everyone behaving themselves at the moment in this final stage. So hopefully no dramas for anybody now. They got so close. Let's make sure that they get to the end of the rally. As I just reposition the microphones, but Alonso is in. First time here, first time at the finish. How would you assess your weekend?
I think we did not start well, but we finished well. I think Today we were able to improve the times, not on the level that we want. We need to do some work, but it's the first time in Poland with only two times through the stages to take notes. For us shows that we made a good work, but we need to improve, especially on the fast stages, because we need to get more confidence.
Okay, we'll see you in Rome. That's it. We'll see you in Rome as we shut the door and get ourselves sorted. The next car's time is up on the board. It's a 12:52.6. A 12:52.6, and that is car 24, which is Simons Rutter in the VW Polo. Went off the road yesterday. The Prince Sport mechanics fixed that car in the service that they have, the restart service. They're allowed up to 3 hours to fix that car, which they've done, and he has got through the day today. Got a quick word with him. Simons, obviously yesterday there were some issues and some dramas, but happy overall?
Yes, super happy. We had a small accident yesterday, but today faster and faster. For the first rally this year, this is quite a difficult one, but I really enjoyed it.
That's great. Just looking at inside the dashboard of that car. All of these cars got electronic dashes and things like that. I'll just move to the front of the car so you can hear me a little bit better, because it's quite noisy. The Polo is really kind of noisy car. But he has cleared the stage. Number 24. Very little branding on this car. I have a bit of an obsession with white rally cars. This one nearly fits the bill. Very nearly. The other white Polo that we've got this weekend of Albert von Thurn and Taxis, he didn't make it through the second stage of the day. He damaged the wheel and not been able to complete. Just listening to the VW disappear down the road. Central exhaust, very noisy. That is the noisiest R5 car that we have now. To be fair, the noisiest used to be the Peugeot 208 T16 R5 car, but I think now the Polo is the noisiest. As we wait for a couple more cars before Juan Carlos Alonso comes, one more car to come through there before he does, unless there is a problem for the number 50 car. I'm waiting for the board if it's put a number 50 or a 25. If it is car 25, it is Juan Carlos Alonso, and hopefully if it is him, all is well, and he should win the ERC2 category. Juan Carlos Alonso, he'll go home to Argentina a very, very happy man if that is the case. But if you're just joining us, Alexei Lukyanuk and Alexei Anatov have just won the rally. Their first win this year. It's quite amazing that it's their first win this year. They led in Azores. They had problems. They had a massive battle. They were leading and had big battles in Gran Canaria, but then just problems in both of those rounds. Then in the previous rounds, they were beaten by Oliver Solberg. They had a fantastic fight with Oliver Solberg, but then this time they have won. They've beaten all comers this time. As I just check over Chris's shoulder to make sure everything is okay and everything that is going on. So he's just fiddling around with stuff. So I'm just checking what is happening, but no more times going up on the board. Hopefully then that means Juan Carlos Alonso is still due to us. He is 2 cars from the previous one, but somebody obviously could have had some problems. So we're waiting for Juan Carlos Alonso to come through. He's the last one on this side of my start list. I will then need to turn over the start list and look. So sometimes you gotta just flick it. That's why I fold it that way. Then I can flick it. And then, so it's Juan Carlos Alonso is the last one on the other page. Then we go Meligari, Nuchita. Althefri is not coming through. I haven't managed to cross out people's names yet. Feofanov, Polonsky, Westland. Adam Westland potentially is on for a podium in ERC3. We've still got to wait and see how that battle plays out. That is going to be a big battle, but it's close, and they've been changing and chopping and changing. But he won the previous stage, and for a kid of so little experience and age, he's had a staggering performance. I'm not sure how much tarmac experience he's got, or whether we'll only see him from now on, like in... Well, we've only got Cyprus, haven't we? Where we go, Rome, Barmia. We've only got Cyprus on gravel, waiting for a car to come. Helicopter is coming. I can hear the helicopter coming. I'm suspecting, the helicopter's banked round and gone. Is that picking up a car? Right, we have a number going up on the board. I suspect that is going to be is number 50. So there's been a big gap, and that car is correct. That is a Hyundai. But they're 3 minutes down. Juan Carlos Alonso, I think, will be right behind him. I don't know why he has dropped 2.5 minutes. Hazard lights are on the Hyundai. It's a local competitor. Not sure. The car looks okay. So I think that's probably going to be transmission related. So I just want to have a quick wander around the car and have a look. I can't see anything on it, but Juan Carlos Alonso will be coming very, very soon. Get it in Polish.
No nie miałem wspomagania całe OS, no ale daliśmy radę. Myślałem, że będzie gorzej, ale na szutrze jednak można pojechać bez wspomagania, chociaż do 22 km, no czuję te ręce. Chcieliśmy dojechać do mety, żeby być i tyle. No nie była wyścigowa jazda, aby tylko przetrwać, ale szczęśliwi, że jesteśmy. Dużo przygód.
We're going to bail out because Juan Carlos Alonso is here. So we're going to go power steering failure on the 50 Hyundai. Power steering failure. Juan Carlos Alonso has got to the end of the stage, clunks the gearbox in to first gear. Juan Carlos and Juan Pablo, winners again. They won in the Azores in the rain and winning. Look at him, he's so happy. He is so happy. He absolutely loves it. He loves it. We'll let you get your crash helmet off, Juan Carlos, but I mean, it's just a brilliant victory. Another one. The last time was in the rain of the Azores, now in the sunshine in Poland.
Yes, it's wonderful for us. It's wonderful, a great result. We have a big history with this rally about some troubles in 14 here, but we have a perfect weekend. We show our speed. My co-driver was excellent all the weekend. All the team, the Pro Racing Lithuanian, give me a strong car, a really strong car. And let me send a big kiss for my little children. Benicio, Gisil, espérame cabezón, ahí voy. For my wife and all our families they are supporting us all the year.
We're on Facebook Live, so tell them in Spanish, because they'll be watching on Facebook.
Estamos muy contentos por todo lo que hemos hecho este fin de semana. Un saludo grande, sobre todo a Cabezulín, mejórate hijo, y a vos Mabel, que ya nos volvemos y volvemos con lo que vinimos a buscar. Así que muy contento.
Well done, well done. Great result for them. Great result for them, and that's the added bonus of being live on Facebook. They can send a message straight home.
It's done. It's done. It's sent it. The world is a
Look
small
at that,
place.
a big hug at the back. Look at that, that's
Fantastic. Zalindo's coming in behind, and off he goes. But fair play. Juan Carlos, he is such a fan of this sport and of the ERC as well. He absolutely loves it.
Thank you. But you know, ERC too is for people like this. They can't. But you know, they're business people. They don't have the time to spend weeks testing and things like that. So they've got to basically find a championship in a category that doesn't need huge amounts of time and hours away from home. And you know, Zalindo, a businessman, Juan Carlos Alonso, a businessman. See you later. And you know, and that's why they love it. That's why they love it. They can come, they can be competitive, they can be on the pace, they can win something, and they don't want to necessarily wait. Zalindo Meligari, I'm going to go in front of you. Wait, Zalindo. At the end of it, second place. I know you're going to tell me that it's a lucky second place, but it's still second place.
Second place is okay for the championship. Okay. To find a better feeling with the car, or maybe with a new car, maybe. Or maybe more Prosecco. You know what you think?
I mean, I'll allow you to have a glass of Prosecco now, but you're just saying about a new car. just give me a bit of information. What might be this new car and when?
This is a secret. It's a secret.
There's only us three watching. Come on.
For room, maybe we try with another car. Maybe more easy for me.
What kind of car?
Five is out of.
I have a feeling. Italian.
Italian, maybe.
Two-wheel drive.
Maybe two-wheel drive, maybe.
And a bath.
Three-wheel drive.
I think the car that's pulled up behind you is in a bath. I think you're going to Rome. Maybe you're going to Roma in an bath. Zelindo, well done. Great performance for Zelindo Meligari this weekend. He admits he hasn't been on the pace, but he has taken second place points. This pairing, they have taken first place in the Abarth Rally Cup. So let's get them out of the car. Let's get them out of the car. I don't know whether they're going to stand up. Come on, celebrate. We're going to get them out. They don't look particularly impressed. We want them out. We don't have a stone. We don't have one. So we've got nothing. No. Let's see. This could be interesting. Chris is going to put his foot underneath. So that's it. There we go. Oh, back up. Photo. Got to get it right, haven't we? Get some photos up there. Did you find a stone? It is a good stone. So this is one of my favourite cars because it's shorter than me. Andre, you look absolutely worn out. It's been a really, really tough weekend, but it's maximum points for you and big prize money.
Yes, this is very important for me, this result. The first position in Abarth Rally Cup and third position in RC2 on gravel. So very difficult, especially today, stay in the line. But yes, this is very, very important for the continued championship, and so I'm very happy. Special thanks to all my team.
Well done, thank you very much. So that is our winners of. See you later. That is the winners of that category, and a huge prize money, €12,000. He's just put the mirror. I'm not sure that's of any use at all, but. He's just made sure the mirror was out. There's no glass in it and nothing. But never mind. As we look back round and looking through. Next up should be Dmitry Feofanov. And then after that, it is Darius Polonsky. Then we're into the final battle for the final podium place of the ERC3 category with Adam Westland, followed by Thomas Zabrosia. Then it is Lundberg stopped, hasn't he? There's me talking about that. Munster stopped. Schwett is the next one in that battle for that third place in that category. We'll see what goes on there. There is a car here. Dmitry Feofanov has completed the rally. Let's get the little stone. It is a little stone. I'm not sure whether it's going to actually stop a Mitsubishi Evo 10 or not. I really don't think it will. But Dmitry is at the end of it. We're going to get a quick word. We're going to open the door. I thought we always did the window with Dmitry. We're going to do the door this time. And Dmitry, there were some problems yesterday, but how do you see the weekend overall?
Good, because it's my first finish on the European event, so of course it's already something in comparison with Liepāja. So yeah, we'd like to proceed already with podium next time. I think so.
That's great, that's brilliant. Darius Polonsky just arriving as well in the background. He is here. Car number 30 is just clearing. Feofanov. Here is Polonsky. A little bit of grass and dirt in the front. Lots of gravel and stones in the rear brake. But this car looks, it's very, very neat and tight. I do like this car. It's beautifully prepared. And Rally Technology doing a great job. Darius, that is the end of it. Obviously problems yesterday, but points in the Abarth Rally Cup, which are important.
Yeah, we are on the finish. We are happy about that. Unfortunately, we didn't fight for position today. But we are improving to ourselves, so very happy. No mistakes. Good rally.
That's it, a good rally, a home rally for him as well, remember. A home rally. And next up, I'm just going to get those results. I screen grabbed them, didn't I? Just going to get those results up from the juniors. I've got so many messages on my phone now. So, Westland, let's just see. This is what we work off. Work off screen grabs.
and then trying to work out where the gaps are. So Westland has a 34-second lead, so it should be pretty comfy. He is next to us. So I just wanted to get Westland in, because here he is missing a front bumper, but this guy could be third on his debut in the ERC main category in ERC 3. Let's just hope that's not happened, as the arch just disappears behind him. But Adam Westland was quickest in the previous stage. It smells a bit hot, but I'm sure I'm right when I say he was. Adam coming into here, it was third overall in the juniors, a stage win in the previous stage. Do you think you've done enough to hold on to it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was enough for the guys behind, but I'm really happy to be here. It was a really rough stage, so I'm just over the moon.
I mean, you would dream of finishing on the podium at some point, but not in your first official rally in ERC Juniors.
I was dreaming about it when I come here, but I didn't think I was going to do it. But so it's amazing.
How happy are you right now?
Yeah, really happy. I think he's happy almost. No.
Big performance. The front bumper's missing. Where did that go?
I don't know. It was so rough in the whole stage, so can't bear in the place.
Okay, well done. Great performance. So the bumper gone in this stage there. And he's done a time of 13. The rear bumper's missing. The front bumper's missing. Dear me. 13:07.5. 13:07.5 is the stage time for Adam Westland. I'm just checking. What did I say he had? He had 30 odd seconds to his advantage. So I'm just going to see. 34 seconds. There is a bit of a battle between Schvet and Zombrosia. So the time's just going on. Well, let's just check that Westland, before we sign off, let's just check. Westland got third. The time has been written on the board. And this should be car... It should be... Where is car 45? Yes, Westland completes. Westland has done it. He has got third place in his debut in the category. That is just an absolutely astounding performance by the teenager. Next up is the Citroen C3 R3T. Now this car didn't even do qualifying on Friday, because they'd been off and damaged the radiator, and now it looks like they're going to get fourth place. Just get a quick word with Thomas at the end of it. Thomas, there's going to be a strong performance and a strong result at the end of it.
Yes, we have good feelings, but on the last stage we got the puncture 4 kilometers to finish, so we are fourth. This is for us a good result, because this is first start in European Championship, so we hope that in the future we will be fight for the first position.
That's it. Yeah, we hope to see you again and fight for first position. Now he had a 6.1 second advantage over Roman Schvet. So Lundberg and them. So yeah, we've got a gap now. So because of the two, I'm going to say the two Hondas, but the two Opels that are not making it through. So Chris Ross, that's a wrap.
That was a long Facebook Live from the end of the final stage. Obviously, with the delay with Marianne Griebel going off, it was definitely a longer than expected final one for you. But I hope you've enjoyed it from the stop line of stage 15, Hun Rally Poland. And Alexei Lukyanok's broken his duck. He's now taken the elusive win, the one that he's been chasing for in the Azores, in the Canary Islands, and now he takes it here on round 4 in Poland. So I think for Alexei now, it's going to be a bit of plain sailing towards the rest of the season, and he can go into Rome with just that mindset of that he's fit to fight and can win this again and start winning events. So what an afternoon! Disaster for Marianne Griebel, disasters for so many drivers on this event. Second in the championship coming in here, Chris Ingram. You know, he burnt his hand. He had problems with the heat of the car earlier on today and had to stop and retire from the rally. Łukasz Habaj still maintains the lead of the championship quite comfortably now.
Yeah, he does, and Roman Schvet just coming in there, and he hasn't done enough to get up into fourth place. But that is Roman Schvet. Do we have time to quickly speak to him, and then we're signing off?
You can talk to him if you want, of course.
Very quickly, let's get Roman Schvet. He's done a great job all weekend. Roman,
you're going to be our last person on Facebook Live. How was the weekend for you?
It was great. It was difficult. It had highs and downs, and yeah, the rally is completely crazy. But I'm happy to be in the finish, and yeah, thank you for all the guys. They helped me, to be here.
That's great. That's brilliant. So that is it. That is a wrap. That is us done and dusted from Poland, round 4 of the championship. Next up is Roma.
Yeah, Rally Roma, switching from the loose stuff to the tarmac of Rally Roma. That's going to be an incredible rally and a historic cultural rally. And we've said it many times on ERC radio. This bit of tarmac here leads to Rome, which is next up on the championship. All roads lead to Rome, so we will see you there in a few weeks' time in the heat of the summer sunshine for more pizza. Should be good.
Can't wait for pizza. See you later. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.